When you have number one beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, a team ready to put on a show, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even...
There he goes! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll give it to him again. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. It's James. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Power football with the run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back gets the give. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Turning it on! They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. First snap in the red zone on this drive. In the red area, it's low. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. He wants to throw. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. Caught over the middle. It's Black. Touchdown, Wolfpack. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And it's blocked. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Oh, he's got some space. He's now piled up 68 yards rushing as he inches closer to that 1,400-yard milestone. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Quickly complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. They get to him as he throws. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Lots of running room, and no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Keep it on the ground. Gets it past the marker. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback extends the play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Wants to throw. It's Marshall. Moving out of the pocket. The sure hands. It's James. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Using his legs, it's low. Got enough space. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Quarterback on the keeper. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Motion from the back. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. And he's going to cruise in with this one. It is a touchdown.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. They'll go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the season.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Rush is on him. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller has done.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Looking for a crease. It's low. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. To the air, it's Marshall. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is on its way. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. Flying down the right side. Pass to touchdown, NC State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Let's just call it like it is. The first...
Oh, they block it. That's a live ball. He can take it back for two. How about that? It looked like disaster. They wind up with a two-point conversion. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the run, it's Lowe. Makes it past the marker. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Pressure coming. As they say, touchdown, first down, or get down. He gets down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Unleashes one deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fears the pressure. And to get rid of it quickly. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Wants to throw it. caught in the backfield. It's Black. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He lets one fly deep. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
Jukes his way for more. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He wants to go deep. It's complete. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. To throw, it's Bailey. Gets open down the middle. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gives it on the option. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Trying the left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe the...
Turning it on! And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Gets it out quickly. All the way in for the touchdown. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense, we always talk about offense, but man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
This guy can throw it. Chunked it away just as he was hit. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off. So now it's 2nd and long. Wilson will throw. Under fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him. Breaks into the open. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Big loss on the play. Offense is stopped. Will be on downs.
Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Tackle is made.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play. Just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. And, man, they're taking advantage right now.
And he's in for the touchdown. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be brought down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll operate out a split back. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
The Wolfpack line up facing 3rd and approximately half a mile. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. To the ground to try to pick up the first. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To give as they work on that clock. Oh, he's got some space. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Picks up 6.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Got his man on the right, and he's knocked down.
I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
6th play of the drive coming up. Back to pass, it's Marshall. Throws to the tight end, working that left side. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Finds his big tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
This is my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. He
hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator, getting ready to go into victory.
There he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one
fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it, the his fingers.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? Fourth quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but the defense knows it's coming, and they do a nice job in the back end making sure that ball's incomplete.
This time he's got his man. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.